We will sit with the families. We have begun the processes of dealing with issues around compensating by funerals, and definitely there are other issues that we will have to deal with in relation to compensation. We will talk to those areas once the immediate issues have been dealt with, and then to the full extent that we are liable, we will definitely be able and must compensate.
Are we still targeting world-class cities by 2025?
Mayor, are we still targeting the world-class city by 2025?
We'll provide all the services that are required at the funeral, the mortuary, the coffins, and the burials for those that need to be buried or that are going to be buried here in Harare is to stop immediately. We will talk to our staff. If it means that there are others who need to go, they will be let go. There is no excuse for causing harm to the residents. There is no excuse for residents to suffer and families to suffer in the manner that they are suffering. And we cannot be employing people who cause such suffering, which can clearly be avoided. And I shall say this without fear of contradiction. Harare, even as it stands, with what it has, it's one of the best cities to live, certainly in Southern Africa. And that once we get the soft issues of service delivery correct, and once we align our vision with the vision of the President, His Excellency Emmerson Mnangagwa, and the works that are happening under his guidance and input, we are achieving that world-class city. Very soon, the tourists will be back. You know, all the cricket is back. And we are not closing it because Pafiramon, we are closing it because the work will be completed. As you can see, the pipe is there. It is very unfortunate it happened when the other pipes had already been laid. We do now have a world-class airport. We do have a world-class parliament. We do have world-class traffic junctions. We do have world-class collection of garbage. We are going to soon be having world-class water delivery systems. So we believe that by aligning our vision with that of government, we have been able to clear and to speed up certain processes. The DNA of a world-class city.
Honorable Minister, His Worship the Mayor, Abantu Minister professional, Honorable Tabela, Abantu Mayor weSithu Harare, and Councillor Jacob Mafume, Abantu Ambuya bemsikana akashaya, Abantu Amai bemsikana akashaya, Tsime iyama. Baba vacho vakagara pasera apo nakasa chidhaku papona pamoto avakabata mwana ndo baba vemusikana ashaya.
Toda kutenga ava ndo mai vanga vachigara nemusikana, ndo mai veproperty inoyi, ndo mai vatibvumira kuungana vanhu, nove tsika dzevanhu chaidzo dzavatiratidza ukama hwavaratidza kwatiri kuti zvinoitika itsaona, asi ngatichemai tiri pamwe chete.
tinotenda basa ramakabata nebasa ramuri kubata neurombo zvikuru chaizvo ndikaona yakati inga
tine urombo zvikuru netsaona yatiwira semusha nemhuri. Tanga tichitaura nemakurukota kuna baba namai kuti kana pane zvichakubetserai, pane maofficials ecouncil achauya nemaingere enyaya yerufu, zvemakofini nematransport nechikafu nehuni. Vachauya vaikuhamasa vouya kukubetserai. Saka tichitiraya kuti vasvike vari musure zvavo, but patichasumuka vachauya vachikubetserai nepavanokwanisa napo. Vakansela vanenge vanemi, kana pane zvimwe zvinenge zvichida kuti zvizoitwa tichaita, then tozoona zvikamu zvingeriko zvinotombochema tese nenyaya dzekuti tinge tichikwanisa kuchengetana. Totarisa kana muri kuitira kuno tinokutsvagirai grave, tokupai grave. Kana muri kuitira kumusha tokupai bhazi racho netransport yekuenda kumusha necoffin.
ndatingi ndakangamo avanonzi chief director wemistimbuko ndivo vekudepartment reCPU, ndivo vane zvinhu zvatakauya nazvo, raisi riya nebhinzi nemafuta. Saka tinokutendai, takapiwa takasvitsa.
Kana paine zvamunenge muchida, paine vanhu vanenge vari pano vamunotaura navo, kana paine zvinenge zvanetsa vanenge vachiuya vachitaura nemunguva nenguva tichinzwa kuti patingabatsirane nepa.
Meya muchiri kuna minista, pane nyaya dzekupala, kunogezwa kwemunhu nekupfekedzwa kwemunhu. Tida kuti tizive kuti
iyo iHamas ine pala, saka tichatora the whole process.
Thank you.
Vane pala, vane coffee, vane macoffins, vane transport, vane mabhazi, tichavapa grave. Saka they will take care of everything.
Okay.
So
maybe muda transport kubva kuno muchifamba muchienda kure samuta
ndo zvakati kufungira.
Okay.
Pane process yekufambira mapepa.
Chekufambira mapepa. It's fine. Motaura nevava, kana mune zvamunofambisa vanokupai fuel. Kana pasina then tonotoita sei.
Okay.
But what it might be easier, kana pane a vehicle yokuti yanga yamuinayo sekuru, kana yanga isati yavapo then tonotoita sei. But kana mune ka vehicle, I think it will, so that tokupai fuel. Motaura tokupai fuel then mofambisa.
pane chimwe kuti chamungafungira kuti munoda kutaura
zvinozouya zvinokutaura zvinotaura but zveemergency ofunga kuti handisi kuziva kuti pafood yevanhu zvinhu zvakamira sei.
Hapana chimwe chirikuuya
chasvika mama, chikafu chichasvika.
Pane zvimwe zvatotiwa kumana zvatauya nazvo
mombe. Alright, saka vakomana vaenda kuprasi vachanotsvaga mombe yekuti itibatsire kuuya nayo. Since Monday, iko zvino tine urombo nezvaitika. Since Monday, we have deployed our officers, both from with assistance of government, central government, from the local government, the provincial government, and to the national government. We've put measures to expedite the work that was being done here so that it is finished. We anticipate that within the next 2 to 3 hours, they would have laid the missing pipe and they would have backfilled the place. This was a junction where 2 pipes were meeting, and therefore they are almost there. And we want to make sure that such an occurrence does not happen again. They will not leave this site until they have completed the work and the place has been filled and the pipes have been laid. We have also come to pay our condolences to the 3 families that have been identified. We are truly and well sorry for what has happened. We will give them assistance as a city. We will use our funeral services. We have a funeral policy and a funeral association. We will provide all the services that are required at the funeral, the mortuary, the coffins, and the burials for those that need to be buried or that are going to be buried here in Harare. For those that will be buried outside Harare, we'll make sure that they get the transportation. We have asked our farm manager and managers to slaughter a beast for the food for the families and also the other items that come with the food, and then also some fuel transportation. So we'll give the families at this stage all the assistance that they require to deal with this funeral. Then we'll also make sure that this place will be closed and there won't be any other person who will fall or get in harm's way because of the work that the council is doing.
And also, do you agree with my street workers are the only wait can avoid emergency also?
We are not closing it because Pafiramun, we are closing it because the work will be completed. As you can see, the pipe is there. It is very unfortunate it happened when the other pipes had already been laid and they were about to conclude. There was a manhole there, and that is a very deep manhole because these are 2 major pipes coming from 2 major suburbs. But they had reached the ultimate stage of the last manhole, and they will conclude it because the manhole is finished. This is a major pipe. We can't shut it. It is useful for the conveyance of sewage from the other places. We have launched an investigation. Clearly, where people die, there must be some culpability. What we need is to identify the extent of the culpability on our site managers, on the people who are working on this site, and they have to answer the questions: why it took long, why it was open, why it was accessible in the manner that it was accessed. We have asked experts both within council and also the assistance of the police to investigate the extent of the negligence and the identity of those who would have caused the negligence, and then steps will be taken to the full extent of the law in terms of dealing with anyone who is culpable in this instance.
Council ine hunhu kungochera makomba ichingosiya and hazvina kuitika kunoku chete, zviri kuitika nzvimbo dzakawanda kusanganisira nemtown. Dambudziko iri muri kuplana kuti munge muchiripedzawo sei kuti makomba asaramba achingocherwa achingosiyiwa, nekuti kuungana kwachaita panapa nhasi inyaya kuti pafiwa, dai pasina kufiwa makomba aingoramba aripo pana.
That conduct has to stop, and has to stop immediately. We will talk to our staff. If it means that there are others who need to go, they will be let go. There is no excuse for causing harm to the residents. There is no excuse for residents to suffer and families to suffer in the manner that they are suffering. And we cannot be employing people who cause such suffering, which can clearly be avoided. There are standard operating procedures that are provided for by NASA. There are standard operating procedures that are provided by council, and they have to be followed to the full extent of the law. And to the extent that anyone is breaching those standards, they will be dealt with swiftly and now, and we need to turn a corner on those holes that are being left behind.
Okay, Mayor, just to follow up, only in this area in Budiriro there is a hole in Budiriro 5, pertaining of Pachkoro. So are you going to wait until there is another death to make sure that such holes are
all the areas that have been identified to us through social media, and as you have identified that, we've given an order that they be dealt with immediately. We will expect a report hole by hole, so to speak, that they are being dealt with. There's a number of areas that we've been alerted to as council. We've also instructed our councillors, who are the representatives of the people on the ground, to look into their wards and follow up on our workers as to whether they've left glaring holes. If they are to be opened as of necessity, then precautions have to be taken to make sure that the residents in that area are alerted and they do not fall into those holes. If it is necessary for the work to continue whilst that area is open, there are surely measures that are in our rules to stop those holes being left open, and we've given instructions that the necessary precautions be taken.
When are we expecting the reports?
By tomorrow.
Do you plan to compensate the families?
We will sit with the families. We've begun the processes of dealing with issues around compensating by funerals, and definitely there are other issues that we'll have to deal with in relation to compensation. We will talk to those areas once the immediate issues have been dealt with, and then to the full extent that we are liable, we will definitely be able and must compensate.
Do you agree with besides traffic police, effective department the service is bad?
Well, munguva yanhasi tikatanga kuverengana mavara tinogona kurasika muchinangwa chatavinga iko zvino. Pane vari kushanda vachitipa mvura, pane vari kushanda vachipa vanhu mapiritsi ekuti vasaramba vachirwara, pane vari kushanda vachibaya vana, pane vari kushanda vachiita kuti suwa iyoyi ifambe. Tinoita mabasa akasiyana siyana sekanzuru, anoitiwa mukusiyana kwawo, asi munguva yanhasi tine vatakatarisana navo vari pano pasaiti ava. Hatikwanisi kunge tichipa brush rimwe chete kune munhu wese amuka nhasi achibaya mwana Jackson, kune munhu wese amuka nhasi achichingamidza mwana mucheche kuti ange achiva citizen weHarare. Vanhu vari kushanda vachiitawo basa ravari kuita, asi pano ndo patiri paitika dambudziko. Pane vashandi vanenge varesva zvavanenge varesva, tinonangana nemhosva yavo togadzirisa mhosva yavari kugadzirisa. Vamwe vashandi vari kuita mabasa avo tiri kuvakurudzira kuti varambe vachiita mabasa ekuunza vana muguta, ekubaya vaya vanorwara, nokupawo mapiritsi pane uyo anomada, tichifamba takadaro tichichengetedza guta redu.
Mayor, when is the funeral assistance supposed to start? Because panguva yatasvika panapa tawana vachita vasati vawana kana rubatsiro havana chokubata.
It's starting immediately. The cattle have gone to be slaughtered. It will be slaughtered within the next 40 minutes and transported here. The funeral policy is there. They will go to the mortuary. They will understand. We'll also give fuel assistance immediately to the families so that they can move around to do the processes. But by the close of day, most of the assistance and the direction that we need from the families will be clear, and we will be helping them. Thank you.
The government, the Afmajana, to ensure accountability on the part of the city of Harare.
Chekutanga regedzai ndimbotanga ndati tine urombo zvikuru kune vagari vese pano nezvaitika pano. Tabata mhuri mumba umu, nevatazoona vanga vachinzi vari kushayikwa pano tavaona. Chikuru chandinoda kuti ndiitende ndechekuti handina kuya ndichidhonza meya pano. Ndanguvakumbira kuti handiti ndosangana uku kwakaitika njodzi yakadai, vauya tikasangana. Ndikavakumbira kuti motaura zvatiri kutarisira kuti zvinge zvichiitwa nekanzuro, ndozvamanzwa vachitaura. Ndinoda kutenda zvikuru nemashoko avapa ekunyaradza mhuri nekubatsira mhuri. Asi toenda panyaya yamuri kutaura yekuti zvakaitika sei, ndo pane mubvunzo wedu mukuru kuti sei zvinhu zvakadai zviri kuitika. Tazonzwa pano pane mumwe akubvunza kuti kune kuchikoro zvakare kune zigomba rakadai. Ndo nyaya dzatiri kuti sema-local authorities apa takatarisana neHarare ngatigadziridzei zvinhu zvinoita kuti magariro evanhu neupenyu hwevanhu munzvimbo dzatinogara dzese munharaunda hunge huri safe. Nharaunda dzese dzatinenge tiinadzo, mvura ichishanda ichifamba zvakanaka, vanhu vachiwana mvura, siwa ichifuyerera zvakanaka, kwete kuti vanhu vafe nenyaya yesiwa. Yesiwereji inenge ichiita seyazara mumigero kwete. Ndo zvavataura pano kuti zviri kugadziridzwa, zviri kuonekwa. ndo zvikuru tati tiuye pano. Tine vekucivil protection zvavataura vari pano, vakatipa raisi nezuro rakauya kumhuri dziri pano kuti vabatsire. Hurumende ichange iri pano zvakare nevanhu vakekanzuru kuti vanzwe mhuri idzi kana paine zvavanenge vachichema nazvo vachida kutaura navo, vanenge vaine munhu akamirira pano vehurumende vekanzuru, vanenge vaine vanhu vanenge vari pano kuti vange vachitaurirana vachibatsirana neavo vari kuchema nevenharaunda vari pano.
Semukuru weHarare munozviona semashandiro anoita city council mukufara nawo here and muchaita sei kuti service delivery ive better for mabhini, mvura, makomba anenge achirwa mapotholes?
Nofunga tiri kuziva tese kuti pakatarwa atinoti minimum service delivery ari kudiwa nehurumende, ndo atiri kutarisira kuti kanzuru yega yega inge ichiteedza izvozvo kuti zvisvike ipapo. Toda kutenda mukaona tatanga kugadzira nyaya dzemvura, tichitaura mapipes ari kuitwa nehekuru aya zvavari kugadzira zviya kuti zvinge zvichigadzirika kuti mvura isvike kuvanhu. Taakugadzira kuti zvekunzvi inge ichikwanisa kunge yapera iro dhamu kupera kwegore rino. Pumping station ichigadzirwa ichivakwa kuti mvura isvike kune vanhu. Chatiri kukumbira ndechekuti ivo veCity of Harare vange vachionawo kuti zviri kuitika pasaba zviitika. Tinotenda kuti jopomona yakauya, taakutakura marara kunzvimbo nenzvimbo zvichifamba. Tiri kutokurudzira kuna avo vachiri kurasira marara pasiripo kuti ngatiwiriranei tifambe tiri pamwe chete. Tinotenda kuti veCity of Harare vari kuuya in partnership nemamwe makambani ekunze, vakabatana nehurumende kuti zvinhu zvifambe. Asi hongu tine nzvimbo dzakawanda dzatiri kuti apa ngatifambirei mberi, ngatiitei zvakanaka. Mukaona nyange nzvimbo yatiri panapa dzimba dzavakwa idzi, asi hapasati pane layout plan iri approved. Ndo zvatiri kutarisira kuti ngatigadziridze nzvimbo dzinogara vanhu zvakare, tionewo kuti apa vanhu vagara zvakanaka here, vanhu fanira kuitwa regularize, vaitwa regularize here, topa kuti munhu anga ane matitle deeds nechii. Tiri kufamba zvedu navo, tiri kufamba takabatana neruoko tichifamba pamwe chete. Ndatenda.
Minister, what solutions are you bringing, especially in this jurisdiction? Because so far 2 months you've been here, probably maybe on different situations, but so what solutions are you bringing to the table, making sure that you can help City of Harare in pushing this efficient service delivery, so that vakachera makomba anokurumidza kumavhara operatika anything zvinokurumidza
the 2 months you are referring to, I think you are referring to Area 8 complex. The complex, that's the one you are referring to. I'm sure you've been to Shemanza. Works are taking place. So we are hoping that very soon the ablution blocks and everything will be functional. There will be water, and then people will be moved from Area 8 to Shemanza. So personally, it may be at a slow pace, but City of Harare gradually they are now picking up, and we hope they will meet the minimum standards that are required by government, central government.
Are we still targeting WorldClass cities by 2025?
Mayor, are we still targeting the WorldClass city by 2025?
By 2030.
By 20.
So because 2025 is
yes, I know. I just want to understand on Tapap.
Yeah. Look, we are targeting, as you know, we've dovetailed our vision with that of government, which is Vision 2030, and that we will be a medium-income country by that time. And by dovetailing this vision, it means that the improvements you are seeing in the city, we do now have a world-class airport, we do have a world-class parliament, we do have world-class traffic junctions, we do have world-class collection of garbage. We are going to soon be having world-class water delivery systems. So we believe that by aligning our vision with that of government, we have been able to clear and to speed up certain processes. The DNA of a world-class city has always been there for Harare, and now we are fulfilling that DNA. And I shall say this without fear of contradiction. Harare, even as it stands, with what it has, it's one of the best cities to live, certainly in Southern Africa. And that once we get the soft issues of service delivery correct, and once we align our vision with the vision of the President, His Excellency Emmerson Mnangagwa, and the works that are happening under his guidance and input, we are achieving that world-class city. Very soon, the tourists will be back. You know, all the cricket is back, rugby is back, soccer is back, musicians are here. We had the world-class Miss Universe just now. We are a beautiful city, and I love being the city mayor.
Will soon become a world class, auntie. But what we tend to realize is people who live in these high density suburbs, we tend to suffer. The quality of services delivered this side is not matching the quality of services delivered kuma low density suburbs. Take for example the road systems that are being done. And yes, my roads are not gadziro, but if you see the quality of work yema roads, edache gadziro kunok, pasina kana 5 months, aning atanga ma potholes. But if we're to look at my roads are not gadziro kuma low density, you find could are no last. So it seems like panika. Yes, karikuda uteka gadziriswe. So I mean not mpasha itwa say ipapo.
Okay,
yes.
I hear you. What we want to do is probably bring closure to here. Okay. But I do understand your concerns. Part of it is about the infrastructure, but part of it is the use of the infrastructure. What happens here is that heavy trucks that are not supposed to be on top of the road. So it's about policing. Once we have made the road, it is designed to carry a certain type of traffic. What then happens is that there are too many areas that are being constructed. So we give the contractor the specification, the weight class of that road. But the moment they finish, panotanga kufamba gonyeti, panotanga kufamba zvitina, panotanga kugadzirwa zvakati, and then our policing is not effective. We are going to make sure that we police, because iko zvino unoona munhu anouya kuzopaka gonyeti pa close iri mu Glenview. That tar is not designed to carry that type of vehicle. So we will look at how, once we have improved, we are working, once the junctions are finished, we have raised this issue of roads at the highest level. Within the next few weeks, there will be announcement through the ministry and through the provincial ministry on the roadworks that are going to be done in Harare and in every suburb using a private-public partnership model. But once we are going to come with that package together with the policing element, so that the damage to the roads doesn't happen immediately as soon as we finish the roads. And with what we are doing now, where we are making our service delivery bankable, we will be able to make sure that we have a minimum standard of service across the board, so that we don't have the complaints such as yours. But we appreciate the nature and the manner that you have raised the complaint, but we assure you that before the turn of the year, you will have recognized significant progress in many of the areas, just as we have done to rubbish, that just as what we are doing to water. We are going to move to roads and lighting as well, so that people can see where they are going. As you can see now, there's a huge improvement in the electricity supply. It's going to be maintained, and we are going to make it better. Thank you so much. Let's get on.